give her a shout out because she's here watching us live. The Juice Define and Opalaka.
And I was so glad that we do have access to a phenomenal juice bar.
We got some at Juice Define, also this Press Juice Company.
That's right. She had the baby, but she had a seizure, 2 seizures.
You know where you came from, and you know what happened, and you see the results of what happened after. What you came through from being there.
My name is Fatia Doster. I am the founder of Juice Define. I'm a mom. I am a visionary, a survivor, a conqueror, a friend, a sister, daughter. Having a near-death experience with preeclampsia when I gave birth to my daughter was how I literally decided I needed to do something different in my own life. And I wanted to encourage people to do the same thing. When I first opened, it was always just something, whether it was permits, dealing with the water, like it was, it was a lot navigating that because I had never done that before. You got to go through the city, then the county, then the state, then, it was like a lot of moving pieces. And you don't cross one T or you don't dot one I, you don't get to open. And so that was like very challenging and very expensive. Sometimes it was just like, you just feel defeated because it's like, well, dog, do they even want us to open a business over here, $2:30, yeah, I can do that. Okay, I come at 2:30. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, that worked perfect, 2:30. So I may go get a little early. Or just grab her real quick and she'll have to go with me to my daughter's apartment. Just move my stuff over to the side. What did you say?
I will buy you Starbucks.
Sure.
Thank you.
You can. All right. And I want a food and a drink.
Okay.
Huh?
Is it okay?
Oh, you got money.
I don't have money, but I really don't want to go to school right now. I'm already up this early. Like, let me get some time to catch up before I go straight into pre-calculus of all things. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll see you when you get out of school.
What is?
Uncle Junior.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
You at home?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm outside.
Okay, I'll be out there in a minute.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Bye-bye. Hey, Uncle Junior.
Hey.
What happened to your head?
I feel
Where you feel at?
in my room. They gave me so much medicine to take, man. I can't take all that shit.
Yeah.
I ex-wife tell me, don't take all that medicine. Don't take all that medicine. And this boy that used to have a car wash over there on 54, he brought me some herbs, some natural stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
You been taking that?
to me, it treat me better than that stuff them doctors give me.
Well, I'm gonna try to bring you some more juice then if you ain't eating. I'll try to bring you some more on Friday.
Okay.
So Fatia called me and I was asleep. Now, normally I usually don't answer my phone because I'm a hard sleeper. So when I answered the phone and she said she was kind of uncomfortable, she wasn't sure if she was having contractions or not. So we got to her house and she was like, "Friend, I'm just uncomfortable. I'm not sure what's going on." She was like, "But maybe we should wait." I was like, "No, let's just start driving and we'll see what happens." So we get to the hospital and they take her blood pressure. It's 200 over 100. And they were like, "Let me take it again." Then I think it was like 220 over 120. And they were like, "We're going to rush you right upstairs. We're going to get you on some medicine. We don't have any time." And she started panicking. So we get upstairs and before they can put the IV in her, they were trying to find a vein. Couldn't find a vein. Switched from one arm to the next. And as they were getting ready to find the vein to put the medicine in her arm, she had a seizure. Then she had another seizure, and they were like, okay, stat, we have to figure something out. They got the IV in her system, and they were like, we're gonna do a rush C-section. I called her mom, and I'm like, she had the baby, but she had a seizure, 2 seizures. You and Arvin should get here. They got on the flight and they came about 10 o'clock. They said, you know, we had the delivery, but we don't know. She hasn't waken up completely out of anesthesia. So about 12 o'clock, we're asking again, and they're like, she's still coming in and out of the anesthesia. You know, we don't know what's going on. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we go get something to eat, we come back. Now it's 8 o'clock at night, and her mom is like, look, somebody needs to tell me something. She came in 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. I came in about 7 or 8. We've been asking all day, what's going on? Well, as soon as we said that, about 9 o'clock at night, she comes being wheeled by, and she's on a ventilator. So she had tubes, she was swollen all over. Her color had changed about 3 or shades darker. And then we were able to go in the room and see her. So they asked about Aya. Aya was fine. They brought her in as well, but they had no explanation. They said it went very quickly from preeclampsia to eclampsia to the HELP syndrome.
I think when I came to, it was more or less, where am I? Because I really wasn't sure. I saw my surroundings and I could process like the location. I mean, I knew I was in a hospital, but I didn't know why, and I didn't know what happened. They didn't tell me I had patches in my hair, but my aunt would come all the time and just braid my hair like it was nothing wrong, you know? And my other aunts would come and relieve my mom and just stay overnight and just give me a foot massage, or just, you know, like those were like, you don't really realize, you know, like what that really means, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't think about like how you could ever repay people for that, you know? And not that they asking for it, you know, but it's still the thought of like, how do you show gratitude for that, you know? Like people was coming from all over, like my daughter's dad, his mom, sisters, like they all were just very supportive. My daughter didn't need for anything. Her dad took her home, and between his family and my family, like my daughter I didn't have to worry it. I wasn't even a mom until she probably got to be like 5 or 6 months. But just knowing she was in good hands, and like I didn't have to worry about nothing.
It can affect up to 1 in 10 to 12 pregnancies, which is not rare. Preeclampsia is a hypertensive disorder of pregnancy. It absolutely can be life-threatening to the mother and the baby, is primarily characterized by high blood pressure, but also dysfunction of several organs, including kidneys, liver, lungs, the brain, eyes. Multiple organs can be affected by this extremely high blood pressure and other things that are going on in the placenta.
I vaguely heard high-risk pregnancy, like, you know, I think they did kind of give you that disclaimer, like if you're high risk, you know, you can't do X, Y, and Z, or we would have to do X, Y, and Z, but the word preeclampsia never came up.
It was very eye-opening to me because my blood pressure was high after I had my daughter. I talked to my grandmother. She gave me an old remedy of elevating your legs higher than your head. Like when I think back to that time, was it preeclampsia that I was experiencing? You know, I don't think enough information is given to Black women about our health, about how our hormonal changes make a difference. So that was extremely eye-opening to me.
We are eternally grateful for all the work that Tia has done in the greater Miami area, including starting the Promise Walk for preeclampsia in the Miami area back in about 2012. She led it for several years. It became one of our country's largest and most successful Promise Walks. And by doing so, she really raised recognition of the condition in the greater area, exposed new communities to the signs and symptoms of preeclampsia, and raised much needed funding to support our research and parts of our mission.
The call to action for the Take 10 campaign is to get Black women to register for the preeclampsia registry, is where it's like a questionnaire survey where they ask about your birthing experience, your experience with preeclampsia, and we gathering the information for researchers to take and, you know, try to do some studies. 2:30, yeah, I can do that. Okay, I come at 2:30. Okay, bye-bye. No, that worked perfect, 2:30. So I may go get A a little early. Or just grab her real quick and she'll have to go with me to my daughter's apartment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is the nephrology appointment. So Dr. Miles, we'll see what she got going on. I think I come here like every 6 months maybe. The time go by so fast because I feel like I was just here. I was trying to get here at 2:30, but my appointment was at 3 for Dr. Miles.
What is your name?
She's looking at the time. I was trying.
And your name?
Doster.
Doster? I didn't look at you.
I was assigned to this Arab doctor, and he was very blunt, very straightforward, but he was also, to me, he was very adamant about this was my life now. And I was just kind of like, nah, this is not my life. You know, I'm like, I'm 26 now, like I'm young, like I don't have to do this forever. I think it was then that I learned how to advocate for myself, especially in the medical capacity, because I was just like, yeah, this ain't it, you know. I was adamant about like, I do not want to see him no more, you know. And one day I was at dialysis and Dr. Miles came in to see one of her other patients. And so when I saw the way she was interacting with the patient, I wasn't trying to be nosy, but you know, I was just like, okay, Black lady, you know, she seemed like she was pretty cool, really level-headed, grounded. I asked her if she had a card, and she said she did, and I took her card, and that's when I called her, got an appointment set up, and I was telling her everything that was going on with me. And I was telling her, like, I don't want this to be my life. Like, I don't want this to be my life, you know? And so I was like, I really feel like I can come off of this. And she was like, okay. She was like, all right, well, let's see. She said, let's see. To me, that was enough. And she knew I was doing the juicing thing. And she was just like, you better drink the juice. You know, she really, I mean, we have really grown to just have this connection over the years. But she heard me out. And she was like, well, you got 1 year. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. I wasn't ready. It was like 2 years. And I ended up going back on dialysis. You know, when it got to that point, I was like, all right, you win. Like, we'll do this, you know. And I got the kidney transplant September 17, 2020.
She's been very open about her health struggles, and I think that's what's so not just inspiring but empowering about what her pursuit has been, and her very conscious decision to implant Juicifine in a place like Opelika to provide this community, its residents, its visitors, an opportunity to have healthy food options that are just beyond exceptional. So I really admire Tia for being so transparent about her own struggles that has blossomed into something of such value.
You know, we don't always get the best results of things in life. Sometimes you get them valleys and sometimes you get those hills, you know. Yeah. So sometimes you're down there, but you don't stay there. And when you rise above that, you know, that makes life all the better. Oh, you got Twisted Carrot, me read it? Oh, you want to be the reader and Twisted Carrot. Oh, okay, hold on 1 second. Let me pull you up.
I don't know though, I've been trying them all out, so.
He's one of our newer customers. Yeah. And yeah, he's been coming for a few months now, but anyway, he's not real talkative. But he is consistent.
This is a smoothie. This is the Mine first. When did Thea start in the house? Oh man.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. He 5 years here, 7 years in the house, so.
Yeah, okay. That's 12 years.
Who were some of your biggest cheerleaders?
Oh goodness, my mom for sure. Like, I couldn't even do none of this without her, you know. Like, I feel like, you know, aside from her being my mom, just being like a spiritual powerhouse for me was big because, you know, at 26, I wasn't, you know, you know how you do, you just doing what you do. But it was really like her, like prayers and like, I'm sure she was just pleading to God on my behalf because I just didn't have the ability to. So I know that probably saved my life if I'm being honest. Oh yeah, I got an email from the Councilwoman Baskin. Greetings, Queen. It is with great pleasure that I inform you of your selection to Councilwoman Baskin's Court of Virtuous Queens of 2026. Please see the attached letter for more details and confirm if you can attend the event. Also, please reply with a picture and short bio for the event. So, selected as an honoree. So, this distinction is reserved for women whose lives reflect excellence, integrity, service, and leadership. You were thoughtfully chosen for the impact you have made, not only through your achievements, but through the way you uplift others, lead with purpose, and embody strength and grace. Oh my God, we come in contact with so many people in the store. It's hilarious sometimes because you just never know what you're gonna get, you know.
Hey, yo, I just made it. 5 minutes. I know you close at 3, but it's 2:55, so I still got 5 minutes. Right? I'm not even finna order a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, let me get 5 of the swamp waters. 5 of the swamp waters. That's 5. 2 of the mean greens. I mean, while you already at it, just go ahead and throw me like 15 twisted carrots. That's it.
Swamp water. Ooh. Mean green. The deep. You know what? Just give me all of them.
That nutty professor, that seemed like that's something good for my cataracts in my eyes or something like that. But I'm having a pain right here in my back. I think I like that straight watermelon or something like that. One more thing, that Love Crush, I think that'd be good for my pain in my neck. Yes, I think that'd be it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time as well.